Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Randall, and I want to welcome you to our continuing stroll through the Bible study here at Loudon United Methodist Church. We now come upon the book of Judges. And in this introduction to the book of Judges, I want to share my love for the book as well as what to expect what's ahead. After Joshua, you may be wanting less violence. To which I'm going to say, I'm sorry, but that's not going to be the case. It's a very violent book. Ironically enough, it is violent in a different way. Well, I guess it's ironic, or it's different anyway. Now, here's the weirdness. I struggled with Joshua, even though I know that the Holy War was set up because not only are the Canaanites and the various forms, the Jebusites, the Perizzites, all these folks not only have squandered their time in the land by living an oppressive life, they're technologically superior and all this stuff, but at the end, it is hard for me to wrap my head around that God told people to kill everybody. But in my ultimate hypocrisy, I love this book way too much. This book is more of a Quentin Tarantino film or a Guy Ritchie film. And if you don't know who those people are, that probably means you're just a much more moral person than me. But they write sort of crime comedies. Their movies are funny. They're very violent, and a lot of nasty stuff happen, and you're kind of laughing at it because of what happens. But that's the tone. Even though Joshua and Judges are considered kind of the same genre, what we call the Deuteronomistic history, that it is telling the story of Israel and how Israel did not follow Deuteronomy and thus fell, with the story culminating in what we call Second Kings, or in the book of at the end of the book of Kings in the Hebrew Bible. Each writer has their own voice. And the voice of Judges is one of absurdist humor. Most of our heroes will be outsiders. They will not be the expected savior types. If you think God's going to raise up an incredibly moral and awesome dude who is going to he's got the square jaw and he's got the clean cut and he never said a bad word in his life and he never drank too much and he did all the stuff and he comes and he saves people, dare I say, Captain America style or Superman style, as much as I love those two of my favorite comic book characters. These are not them. These are the folks, if you go, well, we need a savior, and the last place to look, that'll be who rises up. And so across the book of Judges, we have this sort of roller coaster. And it shows that the people struggle staying faithful. When there's trouble, it's because the people have strayed away from God. God allows some of the Gentiles in the land, which we'll cover next section, like, wait a minute, aren't all the Gentiles supposed to be gone? But to rise up and to bother the people. Then God raises up a Savior. This Savior, again, might even be quite drunk at the time. Could be, when we get to it could be a woman like Deborah. She is wise, and she does kind of fit that whole, she is wise, she is smart, she is daring, she believes God even when God commands almost impossible things. But she's a woman, and so she has to rely on a man, Barak, to be her sort of the guy who wages war for her. And Barak actually has less gumption, less tenacity, less faith than the woman, Deborah, which of course it's all sexist, but it plays against that sexist type. But the rest of them, you're more than likely to find your judge drunk and alone, or having messed up something big, or being some other type of sort of outcast, outsider when the Lord calls them. Then they will save the day. After they save the day, there will be a period of time where the people will then fall away again, fall back into their idolatry, fall back into their lacks of worshiping God, fall back into their lacks of taking care of others, and then, of course, God has to restart the trouble. And that's where we are today. Thank you for watching with me. I hope that the book of Judges will treat you well. And we will next video we'll pick up with the first couple of chapters as we talk about the landscape of the book of Judges. Thanks for your time, and God bless.